everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariana Flores Moya. I'm a Latina surrealist artist, and this is my shop, Evocaholic Art Shop. And today we're going to be discussing how to overcome creative block. Also, what do we think of this pink look today? I never do eyeshadow, but I figured I'd switch it up, especially since we're doing a creative block video. I thought I'd get a little creative with my look today. I have my cute little butterfly earrings I got from Target. This cute little cropped pink blazer I got from the thrift store. But anyways, let's get into it. So the first way I love to release my creative block and get that thought free flowing is to meditate. I tend to do a lot of the YouTube guided meditations, and then I just pick which one I would like to do that day, whether it's letting go, surrendering, creative flow, working on different chakras, whatever the case may be. Then after that, I go into journaling. Journaling allows me to go into free flow thought, all the things that are in my subconscious mind that need to be released. And often that can turn into a beautiful piece of art because you're tapping into your vulnerability in a safe space by yourself, and you can utilize that to make amazing art. And a little tool that I use while I'm journaling is playing some deep focus music or creative writing music on Spotify. That really helps me, and I just kind of almost zone out and forget time exists. My hand just kind of like takes over and I write whatever needs to be said. I often turn that into poems, or I use that wording to later describe my paintings, for my captions, for my Instagram. It can be used for whatever, or just as a therapeutic release, but it's super helpful. Highly recommend. After I go through the process of meditating and journaling and really getting in my flow, my zen, I go straight into sketching. It has helped me tremendously. I never used to do this at all. Like, I would sketch every once in a blue moon, but I've tried to make it a part of my routine where I do it immediately after journaling, because as I said before, those are often the thoughts that are hidden deep down in your subconscious and need to be said. You never know what kind of art you can make out of that, and it'll be all authentically you if you do it this way. So I've been sketching out different painting ideas. So this is an example of a sketch I did post journaling. I was feeling very stuck in my life, and this painting is called Unstitch Me. This is also one that I'm filming for YouTube videos to show my process of my painting. But this is an eyeball person that I drew, which I have done in my Beholder of Beauty painting as well. But she's on a couch and she stitched the couch, and even though she feels stuck, she can set herself free essentially. Like, you're never truly stuck, which is why, like, stitches, those are easy to rip, like, and you can keep moving on with your life. So that was the idea behind that. And then we have the heart in jail bars and the brain, balance between the head and the heart, and trying to make decisions for your life and what's next, and again, just trying to make yourself unstuck. Some other amazing tips I highly recommend are traveling or going into a new environment of some sort, whether it's around your hometown, because often we don't explore our surrounding areas and we want to escape them so bad. I'm very guilty of this. I'm like, oh my god, I want to get out of Virginia, send help. But there's a lot of beauty in our surrounding areas, and there's a lot of untapped potential that we are just missing out on because we want to get to the next level, get to the next state, whatever the case may be. But the benefit of switching up your environment is you're exposed, of course, to new culture, new people, new surroundings, and you never know what that might inspire or evoke out of you. And just allowing yourself to take that all in and see how that processes through your mind and through your eyes, and turn that into a new lens and a new perspective for your art, or just you as a person, and becoming well-rounded. I traveled about 14 to 15 times at the end of 2021, and I've been trying to utilize those pictures and videos to influence my art, because it's like having little snapshots of my life in my paintings, because all of my paintings come from me, come from my own vision, come from my experience with other people, and just life in general. So it's been really exciting to see that being implemented into my paintings. So for instance, the painting Unstitch Me that I just showed you the sketch of, I didn't know what the background was going to be particularly when I sketched it, but I went to the Grand Canyon at the end of February with my best friend and her family and my sister, and I thought it would be the perfect background for this painting. So I incorporated the sunset that we saw at the Grand Canyon, and I'm going to include the Grand Canyon in the background of the painting to wrap it all together and make it a beautiful memory for me. which I think is an interesting choice, and I didn't see it coming, which is why I love painting so much. It just kind of changes as you go. You allow the ebb and flow and you see what comes out in the end. I think it's pretty cool because even though that painting is about me feeling stuck in my life, traveling is when I feel the most free, when I feel the most rejuvenated and the most alive. I like the combination of those two things being in the painting together. And it's kind of like they're healing each other. Oh my god, cute! I love shopping, so I'll always recommend it. But try buying a new item that inspires you to create again. For me, as a painter, it might be a new paintbrush, a book about a different painting technique, or whatever art medium that you love and pursue. Or you can try a new art medium, which is something I'm doing because I love painting, but I also just love doing things with my hands. I love creating whatever that may be. I have background in theater and film, and costume design. So yeah, I'm going to be trying out a new art medium in a video coming up soon. So stay tuned for that and subscribe so you know what it is. At the end of the day, if you are feeling really stuck, I know you don't want to hear this. I know you don't, because I don't love to hear this. You need to just take a break. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? Because you're not a machine, even though you like to think you are, and you have to be doing all these things at all hours. I'm that person, especially if you work from home and you create at home. You feel like, well, it's right there. I should be doing this. I should be creating, but you're just putting up more mental blocks for you by saying, I should, and making it more of a demand than a creative flow and a desire to create. Your creative energy is you. It's your spirit. So you want to respect that and give yourself time to feel good again, to create, because I've noticed, especially yesterday, I was like, oh, I need to put out a painting right now. And I was trying to do a paint study and it was coming out horribly. At least in my perspective, it was not good. And I became hard on myself because I was like, I need to get it done now. And then I was like, well, let me just scratch that one. I'll do a smaller painting and move on to that painting. I don't even like them. Because I was just trying to like put something out, because being on social media makes you feel like you have to create all the time, or like nobody's gonna care or nobody's gonna see your stuff. But the best way to help yourself with that is utilizing like content you already have in different ways. So different TikTok trends, Instagram reels, photos, or when you do have that creative flow and you're like on top of your game, batch create all of your content and kind of schedule them in advance, so that when you fall into that funk, you're not putting that pressure on yourself to like produce something that day, and then it turns out being something you don't even like anyway. Another way to prepare for when you might inevitably have creative block is to take notes anytime you do have a creative spark. So I write down all of my notes on my notepad. A lot of my creative flow comes to me right before I'm going to bed or in the middle of the night. So I'll grab my phone and I'll be like mid-sleep, like just typing in all the thoughts, and I use those so much for later for business ideas, different art ideas, whether it's videos, paintings, whatever the case may be. It'll help you a lot more in the future when you feel stuck, and you won't feel as pressured to create because you already have all these ideas in your back pocket. So I'm going to end this video with a poem that I wrote. I write a lot of dear self poetry. So I started this on my self-love, self-growth journey. So I'm going to read you guys a little something. Alrighty, here it goes. Dear self, you are watercolors, a masterful amateur, bright but a little messy, unfinished but up and coming, simple yet complex, undeniably romantic with your soft touch, unlike any other medium. With love, Self. I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe so we can build a community of art lovers. If you're interested in checking out any of my art, I will drop it down in the description box below, and share with all your friends, and give this video a thumbs up and comment below what you'd love to see from me next. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.